Is it time to buy or sell Nvidia stock? In this video, we will explore Nvidia in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 14th of April, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since April 14th, 2025, our system has ranked Nvidia as a hold accumulate, assigning it a score of negative 0.86. Now, let's examine the stock's performance throughout this time frame. The stock has experienced natural fluctuations, but it currently reflects a loss of 0.00% since our initial hold accumulate recommendation. The stock currently sits in the midst of a broad and declining trend in the short term, indicating further potential decline within this trend. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible change of negative 21.69% over the next 3 months, with an anticipated return ranging from negative 35.6% to negative 15.15%. When examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 20.36%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between 3.23% and 70.18% over the next year. In current terms, this would translate to a future price estimated to fall between $114.28 and $188.40. Our latest daily update for Nvidia includes the headline, Stronger Technical Forecast for Nvidia's Stock Price After Monday Trading. The Nvidia stock price decreased by nearly 0.2% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 14th of April, 2025, moving from $110.93 to $110.71. During this trading day, the stock experienced fluctuations of 4.79%, with a low of $109.07 and a high of $114.29. Over the past 2 weeks, the price has seen an overall gain of 2.15%. Notably, trading volume also declined on this day alongside the stock price, which is generally interpreted as a positive sign, as volume should ideally align with price movements. On the last trading day, the volume dropped by 51 million shares, with a total of 259 million shares exchanged, amounting to approximately $28.71 billion. In the past 52 weeks, the stock reached a peak price of $153.13 and a low point of $75.61. Currently, the price sits at 27.70% or $42.42 below the 52-week high and 50.35% or $112.27 below the all-time high recorded on the 15th of January, 2018, when the price reached $222.98. Nvidia has announced a significant shift in its operations, planning to fully build its artificial intelligence supercomputers in the United States by the year 2026. This initiative, involving an investment of $500 billion over the next 4 years, is set to bolster the company's manufacturing capabilities and enhance its competitive edge in the rapidly growing artificial intelligence sector. Such a large-scale production strategy not only positions Nvidia favorably in the United States market, but it might also lead to job creation and stimulate local economies, further boosting investor confidence. In addition to this announcement, Nvidia and Apple have received temporary tariff relief, insulating them from increased import costs. This development has encouraged speculation among investors regarding potential stock movements, particularly as analysts debate which stock could benefit more in the wake of these changes. Despite facing recent downgrades from analysts and speculation about market volatility, Nvidia's stock has shown resilience. Technical analysis indicates a potential rally toward $300, especially as the stock has demonstrated signs of recovery after recent sell-offs. The combination of a solid manufacturing push and favorable tariffs may present Nvidia as a pronounced growth opportunity in both the short and long term. Overall, These developments could meaningfully influence Nvidia's stock price, attracting long-term investors while reassuring the market amid uncertainty. Investors should keep a close watch on these changes as they unfold. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 19th of March 2025, it was reported that Needham assigned NVDA a buy rating while maintaining a hold action. On the same day, it was reported that Morgan Stanley designated NVDA with an overweight rating and a hold action. Also on March 19th, Benchmark provided NVDA with a buy rating along with a hold action. Additionally, on that day, KeyBank assigned NVDA an overweight rating while keeping a hold action. Earlier, on the 26th of February 2025, Morgan Stanley rated NVDA as overweight with a hold recommendation. Analysts have assigned Nvidia stock a general neutral rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. However, regarding return on investment, analysts rate the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Nvidia. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Friday, the 4th of April, 2025. And so far, it has risen by 17.39%. Further increases are indicated until a new top pivot is established. However, some negative signals have also been issued, which may influence the near-term development. The Nvidia stock currently holds a buy signal based on the short-term moving average. Conversely, the long-term average presents a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is positioned above the short-term average, a general sell signal emerges, suggesting a more negative outlook for the stock. Should the stock continue to gain, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $113.44. In the event of a decline, the stock will receive support from the short-term average at $104.54. A breakout above the long-term average would generate another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average would introduce an additional sell signal, reinforcing the overall negative sentiment. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Notably, volume decreased alongside the price during the last trading day, which diminishes the overall risk, as volume typically follows price movements. Here are some additional signals that may interest you. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots suggest a buy signal from 7 days ago. Bollinger Bands also show a buy signal from 7 days ago. The short-term moving average indicates a buy signal from 5 days ago. In contrast, the long-term moving average shows a sell signal from 37 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages suggested a buy signal 34 days ago. Reviewing the 12-month chart reveals the short moving average indicates a buy signal from 5 days ago. The long-term moving average indicates a sell signal from 38 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages suggested a buy signal 50 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Nvidia. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $97.64 and $96.30. There is an inherent risk when a stock tests a support level. If this level is broken, the stock may then decline to the next support level. In this case, Nvidia finds support just below today's level at $97.64. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $96.30 and $94.31. This stock can experience significant movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is considered to be high risk. Over the last day, the stock moved $5.22 between its high and low, which is a change of 4.79%. For the past week, the daily average volatility of the stock has been 10.09%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Nvidia, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is expected on the 28th of May, 2025. Analyst consensus estimates are at 93 cents. Keep an eye on these numbers as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Nvidia. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Nvidia is at 114.33. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Nvidia encounters its first support level at 97.64. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Nvidia from various analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 21st of March, 2025, Robertson Donald F. Jr. sold 1,900 shares of common stock. On the same day, he also sold 2,300 shares of common stock. Again, on the 21st of March, he sold 300 shares of common stock. On the 19th of March, 2025, he sold 5,689 shares of common stock. On the 20th of March, 2025, Shaw RDS sold 2,300 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we found the insider power to be negative with a ratio of negative 58.065. In total, insiders bought 1,811,784 shares and sold 8,523,220 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $106.10, reflecting a decline of 4.16%. This stock exhibits significant daily fluctuations, which contributes to a higher level of risk. A buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 6 days ago. Is Nvidia stock a good buy? Nvidia presents several positive indicators. However, we believe these signals are not sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it is advisable to consider it a hold or accumulate position while we await further developments. We have revised our analysis conclusion for this stock from a sell recommendation to a hold or accumulate candidate since our last evaluation. Following an analysis of the volatility and market movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 15th of April, we anticipate that Nvidia will open higher by approximately 64.7 cents, starting at $111.36. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.